Welcome back, Dice Masters fans. We're coming to you from round 2 of the WizKids Dice Masters World Championships. And so I'm Jimmy, and we've got my co-host.
I am the Royal Falcon, Shaw.
Okay. And so we are going to be telling you guys all about the exciting gameplay right now that's going to go on here. So we've got Isaac against Jenna here, and they are both very experienced players, and they are going to be, doing everything they can to win at Dice Masters here. So they're getting a little intro from the judge to kind of like narrate with their hands a little bit what they do. So it's easier for you guys to follow visually, and easier for us as well as we're calling the shots here. So Isaac's team, really a lot of the core aspects of the team that won the Salt Lake City, where you're seeing your Elf Thief and your Bard and your Clay Golem to take advantage of Fabricate. Jenna's team does a lot of those same things. The thing is, okay, so what's the difference? Well, Mr. Fantastic's global. Both players can take advantage of that, but Isaac brought it. Oracle, very, very strong while active ability that Jenna's got. And Parallax, but again, both players can take advantage of it. So I think Isaac's got a little bit of a disadvantage because everything different that he brought along, both players can take advantage of.
Especially the Parallax.
Especially Parallax, yeah.
Although that being said, there is a Bane Global on Jenna's side.
Oh, true. Okay, so Bane Global. So they both got that that taunt global effect. Well, so you can either spend a mask or spend a fist and force one of your opponent's characters to attack.
It now makes it very easy to taunt since it's two different energy types.
Yeah, so the masks become really interesting because they can be used for Professor X, they can be used for Mr. Fantastic, they can be used for Parallax. You can see a lot of masks with the Elf Thieves running around.
Yep. Well, in fact, Isaac's team, yet again, is it's a close copy to what we saw from Canned Nats. Same with Jenna's, in fact, with some slight alterations.
It's really difficult as a player to justify changing away from the team that got you qualified for World Championships. Is it right? Is it wrong? They ultimately know best to the players. They're the ones who have had success, and they're the ones who are probably going to continue to do so. Yeah. So I think the players just asking the judge some questions to kind of make sure they understand what the effects of being streamed are and things like that. So I'm sure that Isaac's son is here, and Isaac's son is probably gonna leave Dad alone to let him get his game done. But I'm sure he's gonna be super excited to come back and watch this match later. That's, I think, one of the cool things for us to watch is that there are families that play Dice Masters, and their families do so pretty successfully. Isaac's son top 8 at a WizKids Open. I don't know exactly how old he is. I don't think he's even 10 though. It's pretty crazy.
Well, we've had that out from where I'm from. We had an 11-year-old kid who's doing some of the best gaming around.
Yeah, it's really a testament to the game in a lot of ways that, hey, we got all these cards that are complicated, and there's timing, and there's rules, things, whatever, but it's good enough, it's clear enough that these young kids can really get a good grip on it. And I saw it when I went to a Rainbow Draft Weekend event locally. Have a good time. See that everybody else is going to enjoy it. And there were 2 kids under the age of 10 there who they're going to draft their Warlight and see how they did. Enjoy their favorite characters. Okay, so Isaac's purchased a Dwarf Wizard. He's going to purchase an Elf Thief now. If you think back to the Mike versus Michael matchup, this is kind of what we saw there. That Mike got the Oracle. He went first. Now we see Jenna taking that same approach. Now we see Isaac taking the same approach that Michael Lee took. Critical difference is there's no imprisoned, but there are cloud kills. Cloud kills a little less expensive, a little easier to play around. Let's just see what the players end up doing with it,
I feel like Jenna's wishing that Blue Eyes was on this table.
Yeah, Jenna would have really enjoyed the Blue Eyes from last round with those bolts and masks. She said that she wished she hadn't rerolled, and you can see why. Would be pretty nice to be able to have something a little bit different going on for her right now.
Yep.
I think one of the the nice changes and growths we've kind of seen in Dice Masters over time is that players are. So Jenna is sitting on 2 bolts. Could easily get stolen by that Elf Thief.
Well, one could.
Excuse me?
One could.
Yeah, one of them could get stolen by that Elf Thief. But if. Yeah, so the bonus for Jenna here is that Isaac does not have an Oracle to roll, because that could be a 1-2 punch. Though I'm going to steal your energy. The other one's useless. Kind of watch me go.
Although it is interesting that she chose to buy nothing, just prof once and sit on those bolts.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty good defensive option. It'll allow her, if she wanted to try and ramp that sidekick that's in her field zone right now.
Yep. All right, so Dwarf Wizard named Jenna's sidekick since there was no other targets.
That Dwarf Wizard wants that sidekick to be extra boring. Okay,
and there's an early bard.
We've got a bard. So, Jenna opts to knock out one of Isaac's sidekicks with the Magic Missile Global. So one of the things that's really strong about Bard that we haven't talked about a lot this weekend. It's 0-1-3 on its level 1 face, which means at its weakest, it's super difficult to knock out with that Magic Missile Global. And so what if you taunt Bard? It might not matter because you're gonna end up losing. Oh,
Jenna just conceded.
So Jenna just conceded. Really abysmal roll. She didn't want to play it out. Sometimes bad things happen, and Jenna's probably latched on to something that's often invisible to players who are just getting started, which is you enter. You miss a certain beat, and sure, maybe you've got a 5 or 10% chance of winning the game, but it's just way too uphill at that point.
And we're still early on, so
we're still early on in the rounds, so it's Jenna realizes, hey, I'd rather save my energy, save my focus, rally myself a little bit, and that's one of the strategies that matters for making it through the big events. Granted, big event in this case, it's going to be 5 rounds, top 8 cut. It's not enormous, but yeah. So we're gonna try and hook these players up with some nice stuff for playing on stream. We'll probably show some kind of WizKids promo video, and then come back to you guys with another card preview. Also, shout out again to BoardGameTables.com for supplying us with this awesome table.